All right. So sometimes we have a couple of constraints. When we have more than our usual shading, like we did last time, when we have two lines, we kind of use what's called linear programming. It's kind of more for real-world problems than just math problems. When we talk about feasible region, that's all the points that satisfy the constraints. Constraints are parameters, I guess you could say. So this green stuff right here is our feasible region. It's the stuff that works. Okay. The constraints limit or restrict place on variables, kind of like we've been doing, like if x plus y is to be less than 5, that's a constraint. Objective function is what we want to maximize or minimize. A lot of times we talk about profit. We want to maximize profit. We want to make as much as we can. So that's our objective function. That's kind of the answer to our problem. You can minimize quantities like cost, time, all that fun stuff. What we talk about also is vertices. That's what we use in our objective function. Vertices are like what we've been dealing with where things intersect. This time we're just going to have more than one intersection point. All right, so are we ready? No? Buckle up, get ready. All right, so we have a couple constraints. We have x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0. So we want to be to the right of our origin and above our origin, okay? That one's a pretty simple one. Feel like we're good there. Our next constraint, x plus y is less than or equal to 12. So I have, we'll use red. This line right here, that represents this x plus y is less than or equal to 12. And then I have negative x plus y is less than or equal to 6, which is liquid blue. This line, I already graphed for you, which is super nice. So since I want to be less than or equal to 12, I'm shading this way of the red line, and I want to be less than or equal to 6, so I'm shading this way of the blue line, and where they meet is this green area. How are we doing so far? Not too bad. Just more than 2 lines, right? We've got a lot of lines. Our objective function, we're looking for profit. 2x plus 3y. Doesn't really give us a story behind this one. We'll look at kind of stories later. But all we got to do is find our vertices. Okay? Vertices, like I said, is where we meet. So one that's kind of not so obvious is this vertice right here. That point is 0, 0. That's kind of where these two meet. Then we have, well, let's just go clockwise. This vertice, which is 0, 6. This is another nice one. This is 12, 0. And our other one, does it look like it meets in a nice spot? Yeah, like right here. That is 3, 9. So our vertices are where our line meets. Is there any other place with the green region that's bounded where lines meet? Any other intersection points? I think we got them all, right? Okay. So now all we have to do is put these 4 vertices into our profit function and see where profit is maximum and minimum. Okay? So we'll plug in 0, 0 first. If I plug in 0, 0 to my profit equation, I take 2 times 0 plus 3 times 0, which gives me a whopping $0. Questions where I got the function from or the point? Okay. Quote too much. The next vertex we have is 0, 6. So we'll plug that one in. Again, we have 2 times x, so 2 times 0, plus 3 times y, 3 times 6, which gives me $18. Then my next vertex, 12, 0. Again, same profit function. 2 times 12 plus 3 times 0 gives me $24. And the last vertex is 3, 9, where my profit is 2 times 3 plus 3 times 9, which gives me $33. Questions so far?
Where does the 2 times?
Yep, where's this repetitive thing coming from? This thing right here. That's our profit equation. So once we have our vertices, you plug each of them into that profit one to find out where the maximum is. Other questions? Okay. So then we look at our 4 final numbers. Which one's the lowest?
0.
0. So we say minimum profit of 0 at our point 0, 0. It's nice to know minimum profit, but what do I really want to know? Max profit. What's my biggest number? 33. So my max profit of 33 at our point 3, 9. Yeah, because it says find the max and min. Okay, questions? How are we feeling, okay? Okay. Ready to go on? Alright, now we gotta do our own. It says, graph the system of constraints, name the vertices, then find x and y that maximize the profit. So, what's nice about this graph is that if I make this line my y-axis and this line my x-axis, I've already satisfied the first two, right? My x is bigger than 0, and my y is bigger than 0. Or equal to. Let's go up. Every 2 is going to be 1 on both of them. Okay. Ready? I think the easiest way to graph these is using intercepts. If you want to turn them into slope-intercept form, you can do that. That's up to you. Okay, we're just going to graph intercepts. This third one, this one right here, if I cover up my 2y, that's when y is 0, right? What does x equal? Less than or equal to 5. So we have our point 5, 0. Because my y is 0. When y is 0, x is 5. Okay. If I cover up my x, I have 2y equals 5. So how big is y? 2.5. So I have the point, we'll write it on top. 0, comma, 2.5. Questions on where I got those points? Okay, so let's plot them. I have 5, 0, and 0, 2.5. And then I'm going to try my best to draw a straight line. Hopefully yours is better than that. Okay, doing the same thing with this bottom one, my green line. If I cover up y, my x is 4, so I have 4, 0, and then cover up x, I get 0, 4. And then go ahead and plot those. Oh, that one was worse. I feel like I'm gonna change. I'm gonna regraph because it doesn't even look like where they should end up. Well, that's a little bit better. All right. So if I want to be this red line, am I going to shade, so it's x plus 2y is less than or equal to 5. Do I want to shade above or below? Below. So I'm shading this way. Okay? My x plus y is greater than or equal to 4. Am I shading above my green line or below? Above. So where they cross is this little slice right here. Okay. And that satisfies my top two, right? X bigger than 0, y is bigger than 0. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta find vertices. Well, what's this vertex right here?
4, 0.
4, 0. And this one here? 5, 0. The only one that's kind of iffy is where they meet right here. Now, mine doesn't look so good. Does anybody have it where it's perfect?
Yeah.
It's 3, 1. Good. If you want rulers, they're up in here, by the way. Wait. Do I have any other points in my region where lines are meeting? No, just those 3. Okay. Now, what we gotta do is plug those 3 vertices into our profit equation. I don't know why the y moved, but this thing right here, 2x plus y. Okay? So, first one I had was 4, 0. So at 4, 0, my profit is 2 times 4 plus 0, which gives me $8. My next vertex is 5, 0, profit 2 times 5 plus 0, which is 10. And then the last one, 3, 1. Profit 2 times 3 plus 1 gives me 7. So just like last time, well, first off, we good there? Good? We know why we're plugging in 2 and nothing. Okay. Max. What's my max profit?
5, 0.
max profit of 10 at 0. And then it asks for our min too. So we have min profit of 7 at 3.1. Okay. So we're good with graphing the constraints. Good with finding vertices. Good with plugging in vertices. And good at finding min-max. Okay. One more, then we're done. Anybody still need this? Okay. All right. Let's start with our graph. On the bottom, where's my thing? On the bottom, we're gonna go up by 1. I'm gonna mark every 5. And then on the top, or not top, on the left, every 2 will be 1. Okay, ready to graph? Alright, first one, x has to be bigger than or equal to 1. We'll make this line, well, let's make this one black. So at 1, I got a vertical line. This is kind of why last time I told you I draw arrows, otherwise shading gets kind of whack. So if I want to be bigger than 1, I want to be to my right. So I'm just going to draw an arrow to my right so that I know I need to shade to the right of that line. Y is less than or equal to 6. We'll make that red. So at 6, I got a red line. And am I shading above or below? Below. How are we doing so far? Good? Okay. Alright, we're going to do vertices here. If I cover up my y, x is 20. So I have 20, 0. Make this one green. If I cover up my x, y is going to be 4, right? So we have 0, 4. So 0, 4, 20, 0. And we'll try to go straight. That was not straight at all, was it? Hopefully you did a better job than that. Okay, and am I shading above or below? Guesses?
Above.
Bless you. Above, good. Okay, this bottom, we good? This bottom line, I'm gonna do blue. Let's cover up our x first. So y is gonna be 7. So I have 0, 7. Figure out my x-intercept. I'm gonna write this one out. We got 4x equals 35. X equals 1.25. Nope, I lied.
It's 8.75.
I lied. 8.75. My bad. So we have 8.75, 0. So go ahead, plot 0, 7, and then 8.75, 0. And draw a straight line. Are we shading above or below that one? Below. So I need to be to below or to the left of this line and above this one, below my red, to the right of my black. So that puts me in this area right here. Okay, questions? Now we got to figure out where they all cross. Okay. Well, I know that my black line and red line cross at what point?
1, 6.
1, 6. Good. Are there any other nice points?
Not 5. 5,
5, 3. Yeah, I know it doesn't look like this on mine, but they should cross here. And that's about it for the nice ones, right? So we got to figure out this intersection point and where blue and red are. Okay? Let's do green and black first. What do I know my x-coordinate is? I know that it's 1, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my green line and plug 1 in for x. So if I have 1 plus 5y, we're just going to go with equals 20. 5y equals 19, so y equals 3.8. So then that means that I have the point 1, comma 3.8, because I said my x was 1. Is that okay? Okay. My other intersection is red and blue. Well, my red one means y is 6, so I'm just going to put 6 in for y here. So I have 4x plus 5 times 6 equals 35. And then I'm going to solve for x. 4x plus 30 equals 35. 4x equals 5. X equals 1.25. So that means when my y is 6, my x is 1.25. So I have the point 1.25, comma 6. So these are my vertices. Okay. Good on graphing, good on vertices? Okay, all we have to do is plug our vertices in to our equation, which is right here. Our 8x plus 2y is our profit one. So we'll start with 1, 6. At 1, 6, my profit is 8 times 1 plus 2 times 6, which gives me 20 bucks. Then we have our point 1, comma 3.8. Stick it in the same profit equation. And we get out 15.6. Then we'll stick 5, 3 in. 8 times 5 plus 2 times 3. And that gives me 46. Then one more, 1.25, comma 6. So 8 times 1.25 plus 2 times 6. And that gives me 22. Okay, last thing. What's my max? 5.3 of 46. So max of 46 at 5.3. And my min, 15.6 at 1, 3.8. Okay. Any questions? Not too bad? Good. You guys did awesome.